Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena, they're going to make Star Wars memes because I'm playing white cards again, but it's important to show you guys the decks that are defining the meta. And one version is a lot of the white cards that you know and love or hate, depending on your position as a Magic player, splash red. And it's one of the weirdest splashes I think I've ever seen, so it's notable. Let's talk about it. You're splashing 1-drops. This Boros aggro deck actually splashes 1-drops. Splashing 1-drops is one of the oddest things that has ever been seen, because usually when you have a splash, it's for like a good 3 or 4 or 5 mana card that you don't need to play right away, because you don't want to run too many sources of that type in your deck, and it might take you a few turns to draw into them. Every turn that goes by, you're more likely to draw into the source that you need, so you don't have to play as many of your splash color. When you splash 1-drops, you need untapped red on turn 1. And the reason that we actually go through all this is this card, Den of the Bugbear. Secretly, this is a mono-white deck splashing Den of the Bugbear. And since Den has to be played in the first 2 turns anyway to be good, we might as well use the red mana to cast some 1-drops. So we've got 2 Rabbit Batteries and 4 Kumano Faces Kakazan. I think Kumano Faces Kakazan is the best 1-drop that there is in Standard right now. It does so much for 1 mana. A little direct damage. It can kill a Loth or a Wandering Emperor with that chapter. Kind of amazing. Chapter 2 makes your next creature bigger, and it modifies it. Chapter 3 is a 2/2 haste that exiles when damage is dealt, which is great against black creatures like Eye Twitch and Shambling Ghast. So yeah, it's worth it, but you're mostly doing it because of Den. And why do you do it? Because white lost its best creature land in Faceless Haven. It hasn't really replaced it, and Cave of the Frost Dragon just doesn't do it. Like, it's too slow, and it's only like a mana slower than Den, but that makes a huge difference. So the idea that you can power up Den for 4 and get in there for 4 attack instead of 5 for 3 attack makes Den the superior creature land, and that's the reason it's getting play here, to do a Faceless Haven impression. And then the rest of the deck is what you would expect from white: Hopeful Initiate, Luminar Gas Pirate, Thalia, Adeline, Elite Spellbinder, Brutal Cathar, a couple removal spells, Intrepid Adversary and Fateful Absence, Legion, Angel, and Wandering Emperor. I'm going to switch the Fateful Absence for a Valorous Stance. I find it more useful because usually what you need to hit with a Fateful Absence is a big creature anyway, and Valorous Stance has the dual utility of saving your Adeline or something of that nature. Also considering, like, since you do need white on turn 2, it can't be too bad of an idea to have a Cave of the Frost Dragon. Maybe just 1, but the problem with that is the Snarl. That's the reason you don't run it, because you are actually running Fury Calm Snarl to get 13 sources of red to give yourself a good chance to have one in your opening hand so that you can actually play these red 1-drops. So, yeah. One of the weirder Boros decks you'll see, one of the weirdest splash you'll see, the kind of thing that's usually ill-advised, and it's Den of the Bugbear that makes it realistic. So hopefully that helps you out, gives you an idea of where this deck is coming from. Another card that you could play is you could play Showdown of the Scalds on the top end, but I'm not ready to replace the Wandering Emperor. Not at all. All right, let's dive in. Let the Boros nonsense begin. Well, red 1-drop, correct colors. Easy game. You love to see it. Highland Forest. Never sad to see a tap land, but we're going to need to see a land off the top, and I really don't want it to be a Den of the Bugbear in this scenario. We need to play this Elite Spellbinder into this Wandering Emperor to make sure we wrap this game up. Snow-covered lands are scary. Here's a Ranger class. Come on! Dude, bro, I got snarled. Alright, send them. Send them, send them, send them. I'm sure the opponent will block the 4/2. If they don't, awesome. Maybe they're like thinking Blizzard Brawl, but... Man, if that Snarl was 1 card sooner. 1 card sooner. There's only 2 in the deck. I guess there were 6 tap lands we could draw between the Dens and the Snarl, so the opening hand isn't the greatest, but still. It's a little bit of a tilt. See what the opponent does. How about you just level that ranger class and say go, huh? Give me more initiative. We're in a good spot. Anything we draw is good. Lands are good, spells are good. I guess the worst draw in the deck is another Wandering Emperor. 1-drops aren't great. That would also be kind of frustrating, but still not bad. We getting reckless. You gonna race me? Yeah, they're thinking about whether or not they're the beatdown, facing 24 to 17. Boom. Looks like a Wandering Emperor, doesn't it? You see how quick we were like, slam land attack. Didn't even have to think about it. Want them to believe that it doesn't have to be this way, but it does.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa. I have got new moves to teach you.
Opponent probably thinking there, it looks like a bad block is if they see the Emperor coming. It looks like they got outsmarted, but honestly, if you're in their shoes, if they don't have removal spells in their deck, they're going to have to block somehow, sometime. That Outland Liberator can sacrifice to destroy the Etching of Kumano. That's a little tilting. But I think we just keep plussing and attacking. The opponent won't block. We'll play an Elite Spellbinder. We'll take a card. They'll sacrifice the Liberator, get rid of the Etching. They might be able to remove the Spellbinder, attack Wanderer for 3, then we play Cathar, put a counter on it, or make a 2-2. Seems pretty good. The opponent double blocking here is a little bit frustrating. Playing the Brutal Cathar now doesn't seem great. Alright.
We've got the edge.
Getting 4 points through, though, puts us firmly ahead. And now we have a flyer that they have to worry about. They have another Stormseeker and a Pack Leader. And they have a tapped land. I mean, making them pay 3 for this means they're not going to double spell anytime soon. It is just a 2-1, but 2-1s block too. They don't block in the air. 2-1 still trades, though. Yeah, let's take their Stormseeker. Maybe I can split Wandering Emperor and Showdown of the Skulls, because having a Showdown here would give me that warm and fuzzy feeling, but I'm also a Control Mage. Nice top deck. I mean, that is ideal. That is ideal.
Years of training for this.
God. That turn went awesomely for them. I do want to see if they sack their Liberator to take out this 4-4. But yeah, what an amazing turn. Continue to pull a full rope on me with every play. Thoughtful Werewolves. Not something we see every day. Alright, drop them to 9, we're at 24. We have to figure out a way to keep the pressure on and keep racing and try to close this game. This will keep Day-Night from flipping. Get the clock ticking. I can't believe they took that 4, to be honest. Here comes Stormy. They even drew the untapped land so they can hold up Liberator on the Etching, assuming that they know how that works. I think they do, based on the way they've played. Everybody in, but everybody's tapped. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we can take this and then play the Emperor, make a 2-2, put a counter on it. We're trying to get the damage dealt. They're definitely going to sack their Liberator, so their clock's going to get worse. You gotta have the guts to race sometimes. Or as I recently heard, sometimes you should assume that you're always racing.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it like water. Let your blade do the talking.
Bad draw. Bad draw. I do get a 3/3 Cathar that takes off a Stormseeker. I was hoping to hold it another turn though, but letting it flip to night would not be advisable for us. So do we make another 2/2 or do we put a counter on this Vigilant Creature? Vigilant Creature is going to have trouble trading no matter what. This is going to get blown up. Multiple 2/2s do a good job of blocking this 3/2. We're going to take this off the board. They can make it a 4/3. We can chump. Okay. I am going to make another 2/2. Will the opponent go to 2 here? It would be really gutsy. Especially if they are going to end up sacking this Liberator anyway. The only reason not to would be to literally, if you literally think that you can win through a pair of Vigilant cards, they're still not doing it. Wow. I think they're hoping to flip, which is why we don't reveal the Brutal Cathar until after combat.
We must protect the people.
Alright, please don't top deck another Blizzard Brawl. My heart can't take it. We'll bluff a Valorous Stance or a Fateful Absence here. Tovolar is a good draw. But it's not going to flip to nighttime. And we can definitely make some blocks here, and they're at 2, so they're just dead, I think? No. They need to block and sack. They need to block something with a Liberator, sacrifice it to kill the Etching. I guess they don't see it. Ooh. Scary matchup with Wolves there. I like the way we got through it. Put me on the play with a Den, a Plains, an Etching of Kumano. Uncle Dom. Hate to have to behead my uncle with my katana here. 4 lands is a lot, but this hand has a lot of gas. 2 mulligans. Come on, Uncle Dom. If that's not an Uncle Dom, if I didn't already have this with a name, Davriel, if I was just asked to name this, Uncle Dom would be up there. Okay, our opponent's hopeful. Another land off the top is not ideal. The things they do to stay aggressive, huh? Let's have a look at this hand. Figure out how we're going to beat him. Skyclave Apparition, out. Too expensive. All right, let's put a counter on this Spellbinder so it can block this Initiate, and let's send an attack. We also don't have to block the Initiate, especially if they don't have a successful turn here. We can just let them attack us with a 3/4. It's fine. Our plan can be to chump it later. This pump makes it look like we're going to block the Initiate. And it worked. They stayed home. So Thalia can tax the Wandering Emperor, which is hot. And they had to keep mana up. Alright. Yeah, I do need another red here. Aw, I did it wrong. I was going to do white, and then red, play battery, equip it to, like, Elite Spellbinder. They can just kill this battery, though, with the Hopeful if they want to. Maybe it's not great giving them something to do with that mana, but let's be Airborne. 5 in the sky. But yeah, I could have had the battery equipped to this turn and hit for 6. Okay. Adversary gets cut off from its lifelinky ways by Thalia until a +1/+1 counter is on it, so we might need to add another counter. Don't know about that. It's not like you can really rumble with me. Bad things happen if you do. Okay. It's like that. I'm down for a race from this spot. It's over. Anakin has the high ground. We can move the battery for another point, or we can play this initiate. I think another chump blocker makes a lot of sense. I guess we can play Sekenzin and move it as well. Let's reconfigure here, get this damage. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Man, we're a point short. If we could threaten lethal with this Thalia pumped, the opponent would have to block it, and they wouldn't gain any life. But we're a point short of that. So I need to put the counter here to hold this adversary, plus counter from Luminarch from attacking. So yeah, if we had played the Rabbit Battery correctly last turn, we could have won this turn. All right, tap out Skyclave. Pick your Spellbinder, it won't matter. If you take the Thalia, you can attack and gain 4 life. I guess they're hoping I forget first strike. Den, come on over. Earn your spot. We didn't even need it, but you know. We gotta let the Den feel important enough to build around. Since we did the whole intro saying how important it was. Poor Uncle Dom. Back to taking care of that mustache. On the draw Thalia Brutal Wandering Stance. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to draw some of our sick 1-drops. We have 10 of them. Maybe the top of the deck will oblige. I foretell my doom, Scar. Alright, we're gonna see how resilient this deck can be. Foretell again, tap land? Okay. If we play another Brutal Cathar, then they need untapped white to wrath us. If we don't play another Brutal Cathar here, we're just playing too slow. So, we've got to put this on the battlefield. There's a chance it flips to a 3/3, and life is good. Nice. Okay. It's kind of what we needed. Let's hide that we have another red for this Den. And turn these two sideways and flip this Brutal Cathar. But this Celestis is a problem. That little bit of life gain and that looting can cause a lot of trouble. They go for field at the wrong time here. We can Wandering Emperor. It's pretty cool. Would we rather have the Wandering Emperor or the Valorous Stance? I guess we play the Emperor on our turn anyway, right? So this is probably another Doomscar, so we need to draw it out. Or just play the Emperor, which is harder to deal with.
Finally, I'm home.
This will force the opponent to Doomscar.
Keep watch for intruders.
Because we have 2 bodies, so 1 removal spell won't get them out of taking damage. Okay, not a Doomscar. We're gonna make them work for it. Do I feel bad about beating blue-white? Nah, I like winning too much. We haven't won yet, I'm just saying. As far as competing with and possibly mentally torturing them. Alright, they've got 4 mana open, but that's not a Wandering Emperor if they don't get rid of Thalia. Ooh, they've got nothing here?
Remember your training.
I think I play the Initiate. They might Wrath it. I really want to blow up this Celestis, though. Like, so if I hold back on the Initiate, maybe I'll be able to use it later on the Celestis. That's probably just thinking too hard, though. This is an okay play. I don't really want to play another Wandering Emperor. Unless something happens to mine. Alright. We roll for it. I think they have a counter spell here. If they counter this, they don't have a sweeper, though. Wow. Okay. They don't have a sweeper. Brutal's a good idea, but it'll trigger the day-night cycle. And flipping this gives them a life. I don't like it. Make them double spell. Sunset, no regret. They might be able to double spell just fine here. They didn't use their Celestis, though. I think they snapped that off a little quick. Yeah, they tapped wrong. They tapped wrong for sure. That might be a hard card to overcome. So we can't let them get us down to just 1 creature. We have to be able to reload. Ooh, digging.
Nothing like a change of plans to keep things fresh.
I can play the Wandering Emperor, put a counter here, and then put another counter, and they go to 1. 1. Oh, we would have had lethal. Do we still have lethal? Maybe? They need a 1-mana counterspell or a march with multiple things to discard to it? Doesn't feel like they have anything.
Show them how we greet our enemies. I hope you're ready to lose. Strike fast and strike hard.
Got him. Got him, got him, got him. On the play. We have to draw land. We have to. This hand is so good. Just draw a land. I'm going to go to 26 land, man. When I do a redo of a deck like this, 26 land. You've got to draw your lands. And 2 landers in Arena are way too normal. It says I have a 40% chance. Oh, too clutch. Counter on the Aspirant because it can train the Initiate. Boros on Boros? It's a cursed matchup. Ooh, Doomscar? Probably. Maybe your secret Jess guy. Oh, Mardu. Okay. Florian? Weird. So if I play this and what they have there is a Doomscar, so bad for me. What would they foretell, though? It feels like it's a Doomscar. So if I play this, hit them really hard, and then they Doomscar, oh yeah, I can't even. I can't do that. Maybe we play Elite, try to go over the top. We can still attack this turn with Luminarch and Initiate and chump with the Thalia, but that lets them Doomscar. Chump with the Spellbinder, that's what we do. Play Adeline here, attack with both these, make a token that they block. We have a good blocker for the Florian, but we don't get in their hand. I need to know more about my opponent. 2 Angel Fire Ignitions. Snap. Wow. I mean... So, the thing that's exiled is a double strike card? The Kaya's Onslaught thing? Must be. This is about to get saucy. So putting a counter here won't do any good. They're going to put 2 counters on the Florian. Counter here? We could all block that thing. It's going to have 6. I guess they need an untapped land, right? Or they don't get to do it at all? Okay, let's just be aggressive then. Make them have it. Okay, that's not an untapped land. Nothing in the graveyard to eat. No trigger. Good game. Kinda. I feel you though. Poco, send them off. They open the door of emotes. Emotes we shall has. Alright, I want to see. Was it a Kaya's Onslaught? Is that the foretold? Nope. Okay. I thought I clicked it. Whatever. On the play. We even got Kakazan. We don't have a good 2-drop. I guess we might be putting a counter on this Initiate, but it's better than nothing. Can't complain too much. Great. I feel hacked every time somebody drops a turn 1 removal spell on me, because I don't know, I don't feel like there's that many in the meta. I don't play them, especially when white aggro does it. It's like, ugh, very lucky, very lucky. Rather be lucky than good. Good draw. Okay, well, this is all kinds of bad things. Why did they not play the Ass Pirate and they played frickin' Paladin class? I think I just take the Apparition. Apparition's a pretty big problem for me. I really need to attack next turn with 2 creatures to train the Initiate to have a chance. Probably takes my Elite Spellbinder, is the guess. The Planeswalker bias is strong, man. People do not like Planeswalkers. Got to be careful with this because of their Skyclave Apparition. Just got to wait for the right time. They do know about the Valorous stance. You can use it here as an indestructible trick. So, but them not blocking lets us deploy the Spellbinder, which is even better. I guess them playing 1 creature is better than 2. Let's just take one of these Luminarch Aspirants out of the equation so they can't double spell if they draw land. They play Thalia. They're attacking me? They have no good blocks here. And they're attacking me? Down to 4. Tempting to play this. Also tempting to blow this up. And then we get one, but we kind of -2 our own board. So I'll play this instead. Now 1 hit from a Spellbinder is lights out. I think they were so much more aggressive than they should have been. You're the angel. Probably a song in there. Wow. On the draw. This hand is testing me. Especially since I have to play Den, or else I might have a tapped land later in a spot where I really can't afford it. Too slow. Better. Put away the expensive card. We'll never draw a 4th land, and you know it. Battery or Initiate? I guess Battery? Battery's pretty cool. Get that damage. Send a message. Maybe I was supposed to play Initiate because I might draw a Mountain, and then I wouldn't be able to cast Adeline, but we dodged that. Banishing Versa. Do it now. Okay. I mean, I think that the Luminarch is going to die, so I'm definitely putting the counter here. Okay, we'll take that. Maybe they have another one, which would not be great for me. Good old Esper. Let's go for the Elite. They'll probably just kill this. Kill everything. That is the Esper way. Sure. 3-color Jwari deck. So many good lands they could run. Top decks. Okay, what you got? Planeswalker I can exile? Hullbreaker Horror. Negate, don't care. Revelry. Frustrating, but they can afford it anyway. So we can send the Hullbreaker Horror completely out of existence, or we can force them to pay 4 mana for this Revelry. That won't draw them a card. We'll make them 2 1/1s. And then Adeline kind of powers us through that. I think I'm just going to try to send Hullbreaker Horror completely out of the game so I don't have to win the game before turn 7 and I don't lose to land. Glad to see them stuck with a negate, though. We do have some negatable spells, but we can play around it. Okay, land. Sunset. No regret. Easy. All right, 22. We gotta deal 22 damage quickly. Let's hold this until they have something other than the negate. They certainly acquired a lot of pressure. And they don't have double white, so they don't draw Doomscar here. Meathook Massacre, we'd keep the Adeline. Foretell, probably a Doomscar. So why wouldn't it be? Brutal Cathar? I think we just hold back, right? Although hitting them with this pushes some damage. Alright, push damage. Alright, it's not Behold the Multiverse, and it's not Saw It Coming, it's Doomscar. But if they hiccup on this draw step, they die. That's a hiccup. Three-color mana base with Jwari, Disruption, and Basics. Alright. Shot at getting back in top 100 here. Opponent's ranking isn't very high to give me a lot of juice, but, you know, 113 is... we're close. We're close. Hand is good. Wish it were going first, but it's good. Snowfield Sinkhole. Get ready for a battle. Always means like blood on the snow and planeswalkers and shambling ghasts and eye twitches and nowadays some wedding announcements. Ambitious Farmhand, not the scariest card I've seen. Alright, Thalia, need you to carry me a little bit here. Make the opponent's game plan a lot slower. No weddings. 0 weddings were announced this day. Pricey verse. No attack. Don't want to use the Brutal Cathar this way. I do love that from the etching comes out on the turn that you play Redain to make the token. But I really wish one of these was an Elite Spellbinder, or these are the spots where I wish Redain was in the deck. Big turn. Hopefully they just play Edgar so I can brutally Cathar it. Must be my birthday. That blood on the snow is looking scary though. I don't know if we can close fast enough. Especially missing a land drop here so we can't power up the den on like a crucial turn. 5 mana. Please play another Edgar. Let this Brutal Cathar live. Okay. Not the greatest. It could be worse. Not much worse, to be fair. Come on, baby. We're trying. Blood on the snow much? Lolth. God, what do you do against Lolth? What a card.
Drench their hands in the blood. Subservience will be rewarded.
I guess we can make Adeline bigger. So that's something. This kills her. Oh, that's nice. What do we do against Lolth? Kill it.
You win this round.
What a 1-mana card.
I'll be waiting for you.
I wish I had 1 more mana though to Elite Spellbinder the Blood in the Snow. That's probably in this hand. But we take our chances. Let's pump this so it doesn't just die to these spiders. Lethal attack. Spider chump. Spider trade. 7 life. Goes up to 8. We go down to 18. Don't blood on the snow me. Please. Please don't. And one time. Don't have the Planeswalker and the creature and the blood in the snow. Hey, wedding announcement. Nice. That's not good. But could be worse. Alright. +1/+1 counter off something we play this turn. Luminarch Aspirant means that they can chump this but can't kill it. What you got in there? What's your last card? Scorpion. Okay, not the greatest for them. Still at 8 life, still making blockers. My life total keeps going down, but this is it. We've got to get through this turn. The flyer's crucial. They draw a land. Are they gonna pitch? They only have 2 mana left. Okay, so they can't do that. All right, if their stuff dies, it's exile, so they're not going to drain me. My stuff dies, they still gain life. All right, counter, counter, they go to 2. They go block, 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 extra creature, they die. Nice. We'll let the Wanderer do it, strictly correct. Always let the Wanderer be the finisher if you can. There is lifelink, isn't there? If I give this first strike, they go to 1.
Now you've done it.
Well, this saves Adeline.
Oh, we've got the edge in this fight.
If we had a creature big enough, first strike damage could have killed before lifelink, but we couldn't do it all with one creature. So it had to be this way. Got there. Oh, 101! So close. And we are back for the post-game wrap, and let's check the stats powered by Untap.gg, companion app. Download it for free in the description, and it supports the channel. If you haven't already done that, please do. It's nice. You get this sweet statistics, and when the statistics are good, it feels good. What do you know? 100% on the play, craziness. 73% overall, 1 hour of playtime, 8 and 3 in matches. 2 of the losses can confirm, never drew a third land. Very sad. Also, just kind of got rolled by Izzet and things that go with dragons. Good enough Izzet control that comes prepared, that removes all your stuff. Of course, they're going to win that match. That's just the way it's going to be. Those things are going to happen, but obviously it's a consistent enough deck to hang and get victories from everybody who's not prepared. You also saw us beat a variety of other blue decks and other white decks along the way, and black decks, which normally black, Meat Hook Massacre, Blood on the Snow, that kind of thing, would be a serious problem, but this deck had just enough, and I think the little red splash it justified itself just a little there, you know, all with this. When this killed Lolth, if you stayed till the end and watched closely, when this came down and killed Lolth, right there you're like, okay, this is the card for me. Den is good. You need 5 lands to activate Den. It didn't happen that often. We never got to like power up Den and get the lethal the way I expected us to, mostly because we often didn't draw the lands we needed in the spots where Den would have been good. But we still found ways to win a lot of games that looked tough. So I will endorse this deck if you want to play a few Showdown of the Scalds instead of Wandering Emperor or Legion Angel. Those would be changes I'd endorse. I'm honestly not sure which one is better, and the rest of the deck I think is solid, and I'd leave the way it is. So thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next video. You're cool.